Eric Weiner's book, The Geography of Genius, Lessons from the World's Most Creative Places, explores the influence of geographical locations on the emergence of creative energy and the formation of intellectual and artistic hubs. Published in 2016, this insightful work delves into the factors that contribute to the flourishing of genius in specific cities and regions. Weiner begins his exploration by sharing personal anecdotes from his childhood, recounting scientific experiments gone awry and highlighting his own lack of genius. He reflects on the diminishing significance of the term genius in contemporary times and turns to the work of Sir Francis Galton. Galton's creation of the Galton box, which illustrates normal distribution in apparently random events, led him to believe that genius is hereditary. However, Weiner uncovers the fallacy of this belief through an interview with Professor Dean Keith Simonton, a leading expert in the study of genius and the pioneer of historiometrics, an approach that analyzes societies as a whole. Inspired by Simonton's research, Weiner embarks on his own investigation into the geography of genius. He begins by examining ancient Athens, a city renowned for its unparalleled creativity. Through his study, Weiner draws several significant conclusions about Athens' period of intellectual dominance. First, he discovers that Athenians took great pride in their city, and there was a strong social status associated with contributing to the community, fostering a culture of idea competition. Additionally, Athenians actively invested in local arts and other projects, continually adding value to their city, which, in turn, provided resources for others. The open-mindedness of Athenians, their receptiveness to external ideas, prevented them from becoming isolated and narrow-minded. Moreover, Weiner highlights the importance of physical fitness in Athenian society, as studies indicate that physical activity stimulates brain function, an aspect that contributed to Athens' creative achievements. By examining Athens as a case study, Eric Weiner unveils intriguing insights into the dynamics of genius and the role of geographical factors in fostering creative environments. Through his captivating exploration of various cities and regions, he offers valuable lessons that shed light on the interplay between location, culture, and intellectual brilliance. Continuing his exploration, Weiner sets his sights on Hangzhou, China, which served as the capital of the Song dynasty from 969 to 1276 AD, a period during which Chinese society achieved remarkable advancements, surpassing the rest of the world by a significant margin. The Chinese people exhibited a collective genius, inventing groundbreaking technologies, producing awe-inspiring art, and displaying exceptional intellectual prowess. However, a puzzling question arises: why did China experience a sharp decline in subsequent centuries? Weiner ponders whether the onset of peace and stability played a role, as upheaval often serves as a catalyst for genius. The author's journey then takes him to Florence, Italy, where he uncovers a captivating link between the Church's introduction of purgatory and the subsequent emergence of a genius cluster during the Renaissance. The sale of indulgences, promising redemption regardless of one's sins, infused the Church with substantial wealth, fueling a frenzy of monumental architectural projects that attracted the most brilliant minds of the era. The flood of resources and patronage from the Church nurtured an environment conducive to creative brilliance. Edinburgh, Scotland, becomes Weiner's next destination, where he delves into the culture and uncovers a unique aspect of the genius cluster that flourished there a few centuries later. The Scottish belief that there is always a better way to accomplish tasks became a driving force behind their intellectual endeavors. The constant pursuit of alternative routes and solutions propelled their innovative thinking. Moreover, gatherings of great minds for lively discussions, debates, and idea exchange fostered healthy competition among geniuses. Moving on to Calcutta, Weiner reveals a direct connection to the Bengali Renaissance through the efforts of Scottish individual David Hare. Hare's initiative to print books in Bengali language sparked the formation of gatherings, called addas, reminiscent of the Scottish gatherings, which became hotbeds of intellectual exchange and propelled a wave of profound thinking and creativity in the region. Weiner's exploration leads him back to Vienna, where he revisits the city twice to emphasize one of his key findings from studying genius, that genius is not solely a product of innate talent but is rather nurtured and developed. Vienna's rich cultural environment, with its flourishing artistic and intellectual scene, serves as a prime example of how the collective influence of a city can shape and mold individuals into geniuses. Through his extensive travels and deep analysis, Eric Weiner unveils a captivating understanding of the geography of genius. He highlights the multifaceted factors, such as historical circumstances, cultural beliefs, intellectual exchange, and social dynamics, that contribute to the cultivation and emergence of creative brilliance. Weiner's exploration continues as he immerses himself in Vienna during its musical explosion, a period that witnessed the creation of masterpieces by renowned composers such as Mozart and Beethoven. Delving deeper, he then examines the psychoanalytic revolution that unfolded in the city with the presence of Sigmund Freud and his contemporaries. This exploration serves to highlight an intriguing pattern: most individuals do not become geniuses in their birthplace, but rather flourish when they venture into new territories as immigrants. Shifting his focus to Silicon Valley, Weiner investigates the origins of Hewlett-Packard and the establishment of the Stanford Industrial Park. In doing so, he unravels two additional components that contribute to these genius clusters. Firstly, he observes the concept of successful failure, where genius adapts and pivots to new uses or applications when initial assumptions are proven wrong. Secondly, he emphasizes the significance of a plethora of weak ties, a network of social connections that may not be deep but is broad and diverse. These connections expose individuals to different perspectives, ideas, and resources. As the book nears its conclusion, Weiner engages in contemplation, drawing upon his findings to assert that it is not solely geography that creates genius clusters, but rather a specific set of conditions. These conditions have the ability to attract geniuses to a particular place. He concludes with the notion that in the future, it may be possible to purposefully create genius clusters if these conducive conditions are intentionally fostered and cultivated. I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like if you did and be sure to subscribe. Thank you.